A very good morning, class. So today, in that series of that revision classes, revision series, this is the lecture number 4, and today we are going to understand about the chemical reaction of the haloalkanes and haloarenes. First, we will do haloalkanes only. So out of that, one type we have done SN1 and SN2 already we have finished. So now further reaction we will do. So let's proceed. Some important nucleophilic substitution reactions like SN1 reaction. What is this? SN2 that we have learned. So now few nucleophilic substitution reactions, just examples in a quick way we will do. Okay. So the first thing is that replacement by hydroxyl group. We know that if aqueous KOH we will use this aqueous KOH will give as a nucleophile, and this will replace the Cl minus, and with this OH will come over here, and Ag2O moist will give you the better product than this KOH because it is mild, so it will act as a good nucleophile. Weak base, so that's why it will act as a good nucleophile, and hence this will that Cl will be better leaving group, will be considered as a leaving group, and this OH will attach over here, so to give next ethyl alcohol. Got it? So this is the thing. Although aqueous KOH will also give, but the best, if you see, Ag2O or AgOH will give because of its mildness. Replacement by cyanide group. When we react with the KCN, it will give you the CN group, will replace the Cl minus and will attach over here. K Cl के साथ आ जाएगा, KCl बना देगा. Done. This will form what it will be the name of this compound. It will be propane nitrile or ethyl cyanide. Most appropriate is propane nitrile. The next is replacement by ether group, and that is called Williamson synthesis. Williamson ether synthesis. That means actually Williamson synthesis also we can say. In this we form the ether. So for this the reaction, that alkyl halide must be reacts with the RONA. RONA, that means sodium alkoxide. Okay, this is RONA. So in this way it is said sodium alkoxide. So when it reacts with this, what will happen? This Na plus will come out with the Cl minus, and this Or minus will act as a nucleophile to attach over here to replace the Cl minus. So this will form ether. In this thing, the very important thing which we are supposed to keep in our mind, that is that the to form the ether, this alkyl halide must be primary or maximum secondary, cannot be tertiary. If it will be tertiary, it will act as a strong base over there, and instead of giving this ether, it will give you the alkene product. Got it? So this is also considered as the limitation of Williamson synthesis. What I said, to form the alkyl ether group, this alkyl halide must be either primary or secondary. If it is tertiary की reactivity यहाँ पे बहुत कम होगी ether बनाने के लिए. If it would be tertiary, then this will act as a strong base, and instead of giving substitution reaction, it will give you the elimination reaction, elimination product, and hence it will give you alkene. Got it? This simple जब हम primary and secondary we are talking about. So this follows the SN2 mechanism, and order of reactivity of alkyl halide towards SN2 will be primary halide. It will give you the fast, secondary halide उससे कम, and tertiary halide will give least because of the static hindrance also we can say. And tertiary carbocation is carbocation formation will take place over there because it is more stable, and that will lead to the formation of. But formation of alkene order of reactivity will be reversed as it is produced by E2 reaction. What is this E2 and E1? That I'm going to tell you. Don't worry about that. Okay. So if it will be tertiary alkene, then it would follow the elimination reaction, and instead of substitution reaction, it will give you the elimination reaction, and product will be alkene. Hence, for the better yield of ether, primary alkyl halide should be present and attached by a base which is bulky in size. Okay? This is the criteria to form the ether according to Williamson synthesis. Okay. Now the next thing we are supposed to know about the replacement of isocyanide group. That means NC will be attached. AgCN के साथ जब होगा तो it will give you the NC product with the KCN. KCN is a ionic compound, and in that case it always gives CN. Okay, CN will be like cyanide will form, but AgCN is a covalent compound, so here it will give you NC compound. And what is the reason? Basically we have done in our that previous video. AgCN is a covalent compound, so only nitrogen is possible. Nitrogen is free to make the bond, and that's why it will attach with the nitrogen and will give you the isocyanate product. But KCN is an ionic compound, so it will split into K plus and Cn minus. So out of that, carbon and nitrogen both are present for forming the bond. So CC bond will be more stable than the CN bond, isn't it? Because the CN, if it is CN, it gives both the carbon and nitrogen are free to bond. So if it is forming RCN bond like this, RCN bond if it is formed, so here it will be CC bond, isn't it? And if it is forming NC bond, so then it will be like this is the structure, it will be RNC bond like this. Okay, so if we talk about this, we consider these two. So in this case, the RCN bond is more strong than the RNC bond because of less electronegativity, isn't it? There's the less electronegativity over here, so due to which this one is more stable, and hence in KCN case it gives the RCN product, but in AgCN there is no other product possible because only nitrogen is free for bonding with the lone pair, and that's why it forms NC. Got it? Okay. Replacement by NO2 group, same as if it will act as a if it will react with the AgNO2, it will give you the that nitro group. Okay, but if it reacts with KNO2, it will give you ONO2 group, nitrito. So this says nitro group, NO2 nitro group, and if it reacts with a KNO2, it will give you nitrito. Okay, like this KNO2, it will give you CH3CH2 ONO, nitrito group. Got it? Replacement by this ester group, if it reacts with this, so when this alkyl halide reacts with sodium salt of any carboxylic acid, what will happen? It will give out AgCl and will product this ester will form. Yes, this AgCl will come out and it will attach with this, so this ester will form. Okay, so now the next thing, replacement by C triple bond Cr bond, that means alkynide group. Okay, so when this Na like instead of the C, if it is, sorry, where is my mouse? The C, if I'm using the sodium alkynide, sodium acetaldehyde, okay, so this will be used to prepare the alkyne directly from the alkyl halide. This reaction can be used for the conversion also. So in this case, Na and Cl will come out and this C triple bond C will attach with this. So it will give you the butane. Yes, we can say, or since sorry, one carbon is all there, extra carbon is there, so it can give you according to the number of carbon, it will be that much alkyne. Is it okay? Clear? So this is directly used for the conversion. We can use directly inside, like in one step or two step, we have to form alkyl halide to alkyne. Whatever the alkyne, we can take accordingly that sodium acetaldehyde or whatever that, and we will form this compound. Got it? Okay. So how it forms, like first this R, this is the terminal alkyne. I'm taking NaNH2. If it reacts, it will this H and NH2 will come out as NH3 and this Na will attach over there. So in this way it forms the sodium alkanide. Okay, because I don't know what is this number of R, so that's why I'm saying alkanide. Okay, so this will form, and this can be react directly to form the compounds, butane or alkyne, any alkyne. Okay, so now the recap, whatever the reaction we have done, just a short recap, fatafat kar lete. That is C2H5Br, we are going to react this compound with aqueous KOH. It will give you C2H5OH. Okay, if ammonia ke sath react karega, this NH3, if NH3 is in axis, it will give you only this C2H5NH2. But if I'm using this alkyl halide in axis, it will give you the primary, secondary and tertiary as well as quaternary alkyl amine salt. Got it? So if it is axis, this is also called as Hofmann ammonolysis. First case, H and Br will come out, it will give you C2H5NH2. If it is extra, then this will again act on this, the one H and one Br will come out and it will give you diethylamine. extra one more time. So this Br and this H will come out as a NHBr, and this will triethyl. Again, if it reacts, since nitrogen has still the lone pair of electrons, so due to this lone pair, this C2H5 will form and Br will form as a salt. So this is ammonium salt, it will form. And this reaction is known as Hofmann ammonolysis. If it reacts with KCN, it will give you C2H5CN, but if it reacts with AgCN, it will give you NC, isocyanide. If it reacts with KNO2, it will give you nitrite, but if it reacts with AgNO2, it will give you nitro. That we have already discussed, so it's simple recap. And if it reacts with sodium alkoxide, this will be called as Williamson synthesis, and it will form ether. If it reacts with sodium acetonide, it will directly form the butane. NaBr will come out, and C2H5 single bond C, triple bond C will attach, and that will form butane. If it reacts with silver salt of any carboxylic acid, it will give you the ester. AgBr will come out as a byproduct, and this will form ester. Okay, so this is all about the substitution reaction with whatever we have done. Now the elimination reaction, and as we have done for SN reaction, substitution reaction, it was of two types, SN1 and SN2. Similarly, elimination reaction is also of two types, E1 and E2. E1 is mono, in this E1, as the SN1 and SN2 we have done same as E1 and E2 is there. E2 is bimolecular. That means for the E2, the rate depends upon the reactant as well as upon the nucleophile, the reagent. But in case of E1, it only depends upon the alkyl halide. It doesn't depend upon nucleophile. Okay. So this is also called as dehydrohallucination, and it is also called beta elimination, or this is, got it, dehydrohallucination, or it can also be called beta elimination. Why? Because beta hydrogen comes out. Okay. So in this case, what will happen? Let me write beta elimination. Okay. So in this case, this is the alkyl halide. First, if it reacts with B minus, like what is this? Yes, short me. If I have written here in short, it can be strong base, it can be weak base, temperature dependent, temperature not dependent. So that I'm going to tell you one by one. Okay. So if it reacts with the base minus, it reacts. So what will happen? This will H will come out with this BH, and this X will come as a eliminate. X will eliminate out. Okay. And since this bond will form over here, this is like this H plus and X minus will go out. So this bond will shift over here and it will form double bond. This B minus can be strong base, and a strong base can be KOH, can be ETONA, or ETOH, can be potassium butoxide and butanol. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you that it follows the Sedzeff rule. Sedzeff rule, that means the alkene formed by the dehydrohallucination should have more number of alkyl group. That will be the stable product, and that is also called as a thermodynamic product. Sedzeff product are also known as thermodynamic product. Okay, so see, ETONA, if it reacts with this, it will give you the 61%. Like this one is the more alkylated group, CS3 and CS3 more alkylated group. Here also it is more alkylated group, isn't it? But here less alkylated. So less alkylated will be the least amount, and trans product will be more than the cis product. This is trans and this one is cis. So trans product will be more than cis product. Similarly, if I'm doing this reaction, it will give you, will do in the mechanism way. So don't worry about that. This will give you, H will come out from here. यहाँ से भी H निकल सकता है, and H can come out from here also. So if I'm talking about that even mechanism, it will follow the it will give you the Sedzeff rule, according to Sedzeff rule, and that will give you the thermodynamic product. In that, the more alkylated alkene will be more stable. So you can see that more alkyl group, 1, 2, 3 alkyl group are there, but in this case only 1 and 2 group are there. So that's why it is less stable, it is more stable. How it is? Let me explain with the mechanism. So we'll do. This is the point I'm going to tell you, that E2 means for how to recognize that E2 and E1, there are 2-3 factors you have to learn. For E1, there must be weak base, although I have written it afterwards in the next slide, but let me write over here also. For the E1, the base should be weak and the temperature should be very high. Then only this E1 will be active. For the E2, only the base, strong base, so we can write the base should be strong. If it is that, we can say that it is following E2. E2 will be in single step, okay, but in E1 it will be not in single step. In this, first the carbocation will form. RLS involves, RLS का मतलब rate limiting what we say step, okay. So first that cation carbocation will form, पहले RX bond break होगा and then carbocation will form and then it will form. So why so? Because in presence of weak base, this weak base will not have that much power, that much strength to eliminate the hydrogen directly. So first it will form the carbocation and then it goes to hydrogen will come out. Okay, so this is the thing, that is the important thing I'm going to tell you. I have told you. Now let's do with the mechanism. So see, this is the few example we will do with the example. In this case, this is the reaction of dehydration. Actually, it's not dehallucination, but let it be. This is also elimination reaction. So if heat is there, I have already told you so many times that if heat is there, there will be elimination. Okay, something will be eliminated. In general, हम water को eliminate कर लेते हैं और hydrohalogen को remove करते हैं. Okay, but anyhow, so this will give you this H plus if in acidic medium we are using, and that this heat we are using. Acidic medium का मतलब we can say that the weak base also. Yes, so if it is weak base, it will act as a, यहाँ पे क्या होगा, first mechanism के according, this H plus is the part of that conjugate acid base. Okay, so this will act on this and it will form like this hydronium ion over here. So this one is less stable. Let me use another color and then I will explain. Okay, so this one is unstable. So what will happen? This bond, this will break on this and it will give you H2O. Due to this will have carbocation. So carbocation formation is there, and now this H plus, अब ये जो H plus है वो यहाँ से निकलेगा. Beta hydrogen will be eliminated and this bond is now free to make shift over here to form the double bond. So यहाँ पे पहले क्या होता है? पहले like eliminate होता है, that living group जो होता है वो site को छोड़ के जाता है, and which leads to formation of carbocation, and then the beta hydrogen comes out. मतलब both the things, like the living group and the hydrogen, cannot come out together for the E1. Got it? So E1 के लिए मैंने क्या बताया? The base should be weak and temperature is there. Got it? समझ में आ गई बात? So this will be the product. Another thing is there, in this case also this H plus will come out with this carbocation यहाँ पे बनेगा. So this carbocation यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Hydride shifting. This is called hydride shifting. Yes, because of right now the carbocation is secondary, but if this hydride shifting occurs, then this carbocation will be tertiary, isn't it? Although if you form the product according to SETZEF, it will give you the same product, but you should know the mechanism. Mechanism आपको पता होनी चाहिए. So if this hydride shifting occurs, this will lead to the formation of tertiary carbocation, and okay, so this will form the tertiary carbocation, and now this H plus will leave, and this bond is free. This bond will shift over here to give this double bond. Clear? In this case, again, this is used ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol is kind of neutral, or if it is neutral, it can act as a weak base. ठीक है, weak base की तरह generally जो use किया जाता है, that will be your water, ethyl alcohol. It will be used, okay, as a weak base. So weak base you see, and temperature you have seen. So obviously elimination will be there, and which elimination? E1 will be there. So these all are E1 example. Okay, let me write over here. all are following E1. What's the way to identify? पहला चीज weak base, second temperature, third carbocation formation. Got it? If it is there, then it is E1 reaction. So this will be there, this will react. What will happen then? This will leave the and that's why here positive charge will be there. And now in next step, the beta hydrogen will come out, leaving behind its position. ये रहा, isn't it? Leaving behind its bond, its electron. So ये जाके यहाँ पे attach हो जाएगा and this will give you this compound. I hope it is clear. Yes, clear. So these all are E1 reaction, and how you identified, you know. Chaliye, another reaction is there and you have to decide that whether it is E1 or E2. So in this case, these are the example, all are example. So let me write with that all example only. This is also example. Okay, so in this case, if you see that this is alcoholic KOH. Alcoholic KOH का मतलब क्या है? This one is strong base. कैसे होगा? अब how can you tell me? Like see, in this case, this is OH group alcoholic. So this is weak है C2H5. And that is attached with this O और ये H. तो यहाँ पे क्या है? This is like this is C2H5OH. So just जो ये OH group है, that will, due to this bulkiness of C2H5OH, इस bulkiness की वजह से it will act as a base, it will be base, not the nucleophile, क्योंकि nucleophile को less crowded होना चाहिए. But this one is crowded, yes, because of the C2H5 bulkiness. Did you get that? Yes. So here this will act as a strong base, this will act as a strong base, and strong base will give you elimination E2 reaction. So the product will be same as and इसमें क्या होगा? At the same time this will leave over here, ये जाएगा जिसकी वजह से ये भी आएगा बाहर और ये बॉन्ड यहाँ पे शिफ्ट हो जाएगा. So ये जो reaction हुआ, that is एक साथ हुआ. It will be considered as anti periplanar reaction. Okay, मतलब एक साथ होता है. What is this anti periplanar? I will tell you. Just wait. Okay, so this will be E2 mechanism. ये क्या हो गया? E2 mechanism हो गया. This is E2. Okay. In this case also it is a strong base. If it is a strong base, then here also it will what it will do? It will act as, it will do follow that what? E2 mechanism. Got it? And the same way Cl and hydrogen both will come together. Both will eliminate out together. एक साथ जाएगा. Clear? In this case also ETO minus ETOH. Again this ETOH came up. So due to this bulkiness, it will act as a base. Got it? Due to this bulkiness, it will act as a base. If it would be alone, it might act as nucleophile. But with this E2OH, it will act as a base. Got it? So here will act as a base due to what? This is bulkiness. Okay. So let me write will act as base. Clear? And that's why एक साथ Cl और एक ये हाइड्रोजन एक साथ बाहर आएंगे and it will form the double bond over here, single step bimolecular reaction, because this and this both will affect the rate of reaction. So this is also E2. So E2 के लिए क्या सोचना है? What you have to decide? You have to think that whether it is strong base or weak base. That's it. ठीक है? Now this is a question and there are the two different products. Let's see. If this one reacts with this H2O, यानी यहाँ पे क्या है? Weak base. So weak base के according which product is more stable? ZZEP product. And ZZEP कहता है कि more alkylated. So what will happen? ये जो यहाँ पे जो H है that will come out. Yes. पहले ये Br will come out. It will generate the carbocation over here and then this H plus will come out and this bond will shift over here to form this. Clear? So this will be E1 because base is weak and temperature is there. Clear? And this product is, ये जो product है वो है Setzev product, and Setzev product को हम thermodynamic product भी कहते हैं. Setzev का पूरा नाम जो था वो Jetsev था. Okay, so somewhere you can see that Jetsev product also. So don't be confused कि ये क्या है. पूरा नाम जो था वो ये था Jetsev Setzev. Okay. So somewhere, at some place you can see that Jetsev product also. So don't be confused what it is. Jetsev product बोलो या Setzev product, both are same. ठीक है. And Setzev product जो होते हैं, this is the Setzev product. Let me write over here. And जो Setzev product होते हैं वो thermodynamic product होते हैं. तो sometime it is also asked as a which type of product, thermodynamic और kinetics product क्या होते हैं. So that is, it is thermodynamic. अब kinetic product क्या होता है, that I will tell you later. Thermodynamic product. Okay. चलिए, but यही same reagent, if I am doing the same reactant I have taken, but reagent I have changed. This is the strong base I have taken, isn't it? Sodium methoxide, strong base. So in presence of a strong base, it will act as, what will happen? It will follow the E2 mechanism, and this will give you the two different products. ये रहा product like this. अब यहाँ पे जो सोचने वाली बात थी कि वैसा क्यों प्रोडक्ट नहीं आया when it is E2 product, so why not we get the Setzev product? No one is Setzev product. Yes, in this case अभी कैसे आया, let me explain. No Setzev product. ओके, अब यहाँ पे क्या हुआ ये देखो. ओके, इन दिस केस व्हाट विल हैपन, दिस Br यहाँ से H इसके CH3 है तो 1 H इट हैज टेकन, सो दिस विल बी डबल बॉन्ड ओवर है, तो ये प्रोडक्ट बन गया. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट केस में क्या किया, दिस Br हैज टेकन दिस बीटा, ये भी तो बीटा है ना, सो दिस बीटा हाइड्रोजन एंड डबल बॉन्ड विल फॉर्म ओवर हियर, बट it was not able to take this beta. What's the reason for that? Got it? ये reason क्या था इसके लिए? तो यहाँ से आपको समझ में आया एक concept, that anti-periplanar concept. ठीक है. E2 mechanism जो होते हैं, they are some stereospecific. ये stereospecific होते हैं, मतलब they have to a specific center कि वो बीटा एलिमिनेशन कहाँ से होगा. Got it? And जब experimentally वे देखा गया तो that should be that we got that कि E2 mechanism जो होता है that follows the anti-periplanar elimination reaction. अब यहाँ पे देखते हैं एक और example and then I will tell you what is this anti-periplanar reaction. Let's see the observation. What is the observation over here? You can see that, देखो यहाँ पे this is the dash यानी कि प्लेन के ऊपर and this one is wedge यानी कि प्लेन के नीचे. Okay, this is methyl group प्लेन के ऊपर, all that dark वाले प्लेन के ऊपर और this light one dotted one is प्लेन के नीचे. तो यहाँ मैंने देखा, यहाँ क्या देखा जा रहा है, this is not एक सेकेंड, let me थोड़ा सा आप कंफ्यूज ना हो जाए, that's why let me make it as a dark. So हुआ क्या, what happened in this case, we have seen that nothing changed ना. ये देखो ये चेंज नहीं हुआ है, ये चेंज नहीं हुआ, यहाँ से Br गया है और यहाँ से D गया है. Okay, so here the side product is DBr. Okay, and the product is like DBr and the double bond came over here. ठीक है. अच्छा, in this case देखो the Br is below the plane, D is below the plane and H is above the plane. So what happened, यहाँ पे देखो D रह गया है as it is, H गायब हुआ है. Did you get that? So what observation you can conclude from here? Can you think of it? क्या है यहाँ पे? अब देखो in this case that D was above the plane, Br was below the plane, and in this case D was above the plane. तो ये reaction हुआ, D निकला, isn't it? In this case H was above the plane, so HBr निकला. So that means ये जो कहता है कि elimination reaction, this is strong base, तो obviously it is following, both are following E2 reaction. So जो E2 reaction होते हैं, it says that कि it follows, it is very stereo specific. That means which plane it will take beta elimination कहाँ से होगा, ये बहुत ही specific है. और दूसरा, it is anti-periplanar elimination reaction. It means that the leaving group and the hydrogen or the deuterium that which is at the beta position, that should be in anti plane. ये एक दूसरे के plane के उल्टे होने चाहिए, मतलब एक अगर ऊपर है तो दूसरा नीचे होना चाहिए, एक above the plane है तो दूसरा below the plane है. And that's the reason कि यहाँ देखो, यहाँ HBr नहीं निकला, यहाँ DBr गया हुआ है, but in this case HBr गया हुआ है because H is above the plane and here D is above the plane. In both the case, Br is below the plane. Can you see? Br is below the plane. But in this case, D is above the plane. So DBr will go out. In this case, H is above the plane. So HBr will go out. Clear? So here it is a point written. I have that conclusion that weak base and heating agar hai, so will follow even reaction, even mechanism. Strong base agar hai, so it will follow the E2 reaction. And it is not temperature depending. Temperature दिया हो ना दिया हो उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. E2 जो होते हैं, that is a very stereo specific and considered as anti-periplanar elimination. Anti-periplanar elimination का मतलब क्या है? It means leaving group and the beta hydrogen or deuterium, that means hydrogen के कोई isotope जो भी है, it should be in anti-plane. So question ये दे दिया जाएगा और पूछा जाएगा कि what will be the product, like this product दे दिया जाएगा. So you should know कि from which plane we have to take out. Got it? So that is the important part of this elimination reaction. Now reaction with the metal, and this is the third type of reaction. That means first we will done SN1, second elimination, third is reaction with the metal, and then the reaction of haloalkanes will be over. Okay, so let's do quickly. It is very easy topic. So reaction with sodium, अगर हम जानते हैं basic thing है, we are doing since class 11th. Woods reaction, if alkyl halide reacts with sodium in presence of dry ether, that it should be dry ether. Got it? So then it will form alkyl halide, double alkyl halide. That number of carbon will be doubled and it will form alkane. Sorry, number of carbon will be doubled and it will form alkane of higher carbon. Got it? Okay. Next is fatigue reaction. Fatigue reaction का मतलब क्या होता है? If this is the benzene ring, अगर ये benzene ring है and benzene ring, where is my mouse? One second, let me do this red. Okay. Fatigue reaction, that means if the chlorobenzene is there in ring dry ether, sodium and dry ether, so then benzene ring will be doubled. And this is going to give you diphenyl, or you can say that the biphenyl. No issue in this. It is so simple reaction. अब इन दोनों को if I will merge, then it will be Woods fatigue reaction. Yes, that means 1 of 2 moles we are taking. In both the case 2 moles. This is 2 mole. Here also 2 mole I have taken. Yes. If in out of 2 moles, 1 mole of this benzene ring, benzene, and 1 mole of this alkyl halide reacts in presence of sodium and dry ether, it will give you what? Alkyl benzene. So this is called Woods because of this, and this one is fatigue. So Woods fatigue reaction. Got it? It will give you alkyl benzene. अगर ये this is C2H5X, it will give you ethyl benzene. If it is CS3X, it will give you methyl benzene. Like that. Now the next is Ullmann reaction. Ullmann reaction is with the copper. If alkyl halide reacts with copper in heated sealed tube, it will again give you the double, like the ring will be doubled, and biphenyl it will give you. In this case, if it is reaction, the reaction with the para iodotoluene, then iodine CuI2 will come out. Okay, Cu2I2 या 2CuI निकल जाएगा बाहर, and then it will be attached. So this will give you this compound. Okay. Franklin reaction. In the Franklin reaction, Zn we use. For the Woods reaction, we use sodium. For the Ullmann reaction, we use copper, and for Franklin reaction we use zinc. So if zinc react with 2 moles of alkyl halide, it will not be 2Zn, sorry, it will be only 1Zn. Okay, then it will give you ye ZnCl2 will come out and this will double the carbon. Okay, so here it will form ZnCl2, it is written. That also should be in presence of dry ether. Okay, so now the reaction with magnesium, and if it is react with the magnesium, if it is react with sodium, it is called Wurtz reaction. If it is react with the copper, alkyl halide, it will give you Ullmann reaction. If alkyl halide reacts with zinc, it will called Franklin reaction. But if it reacts with magnesium, it is not a name reaction, but it will, what it will form, that is the important thing, and it will form the Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent ka matlab alkyl magnesium halide. Okay, so when this RCl, alkyl halide, reacts with magnesium in presence of dry ether, it will give you RMgCl, Grignard reagent. Got it? So this is very important reagent, and RMg जो भी होते हैं, that is Grignard reagent, they are used as what? We can say that as a reducing agent. Okay, this act as a reducing agent. So if it reacts with acid, it will reduce to if it reacts with aldehyde, it will reduce to alcohol, and if it reacts with ketone, it will give you secondary alcohol, like this. Okay, here in this case, a specific reaction is this. Although it is it is a reducing agent, so it is supposed to reduce the alcohol acid over here, but this reaction is little specific. In this case, this is acetic acid, so that means it is very quick in the donation of this H+. So what will happen? This Grignard reagent will immediately accept this proton and will give you the methane gas, or if it is CH3Cl. Okay, if instead of R I am taking CH3, so it will be very fast reaction and methane gas will form, and another thing, it will give you the magnesium salt. So this is the reaction. RH it will form, and it will be give you the magnesium salt. Got it? Okay, one bonded, it will be Cl, another bond, it will be C double bond O, OH will attach. Any problem in this? Okay, here this H plus has gone out. Clear? ठीक है, so this oxygen is free, so ये Mg के साथ क्या हो जाएगा, एक बॉन्ड इसका बन जाएगा, like this. You got it? Yes? चलिए. If it reacts with ammonia, I am giving you a specific reaction only because you know that reducing reagent ki reactions we have done already in the previous video. It is very quite simple. The bond will break, how the bond will break. Yes. So let me, one reaction I will do. Just wait. Like this is CH3MgBr if I am using, and this is, I am using acetaldehyde CH3CHO. So what will happen? One reaction I am showing. बाकी सारे वैसे ही आप कर लोगे. You can do. What will happen? This bond will shift over here, due to which it will have minus charge and it will have plus charge. The Grignard reagent will break in form of this Mg plus MgBr plus and CH3 minus. Alkyl will be in the minus charge. So just attach the things. It will attach to what it will form. This will form CH3, COMgCl, OMgBr over here. Yes. And this will be CH3 over here. And here H. When on further hydrolysis, if we do the further hydrolysis, this jahan this MgBr will give you MgOHBr like this. ये compound बन जाएगा Mg OH, and this will give you Br. This will be the side product, and the main product will be what? This will be isopropyl alcohol. Here it will be OH. And this is CS3. I hope you got it. So one reaction I have done. Mechanism with the mechanism. Rest all you can do. Yes, this is O minus ho jayega. Some specific reaction of Grignard reason I am showing over here. Okay, so just go through with this. When this reacts with magnesium ammonia, so what will happen? This again it will give you the methane, and it will form this magnesium chloride amino. NH2 group will come at the one bond, and Cl will be another bond. Okay. If it reacts with alcohol, Grignard reagent is reacting with the alcohol. Again, it will give you the alkane, and alkane. The main thing is that अभी तक जो alkane दे रहा था, तो this the alkyl group present in the Grignard reagent were deciding which alkane will be formed. Okay, but when it reacts with the alcohol, then the alkane present in the alcohol will give you the alkyl group present in the alcohol will give you alkane. Try to understand what I am saying. देखो, it is यहाँ जो alkane है alkyl group, sorry, it is not forming alkane. Okay, the alkyl group which is in alcohol is going to form the alkane. Clear? So अगर मैं यहाँ पे एक reaction आपको दे दूँ like CH3 MgCl plus C2H5OH, what will be the product? Tell me. It will be methane or ethane. It will be ethane because the alkyl group present in the alcohol will give you the alkane, not the Grignard reagent. Clear, bache? Okay. So now that's all about the reaction of haloalkanes. Okay. Next topic is haloarenes, and we will do that reaction of haloarenes and their properties we will learn. So I hope whatever I have explained about the E1, E2 concept, that should be now clear. And if it's still doubt, you can ask me, you can give me the message, where's the problem. So enjoy the video, watch the video properly, make short notes and practice more and more questions to get the things. Okay. So we'll meet you in next video. Till then, thank you class.